extra hour doing that, so there should be plenty of time if you'll just allow us a few moments after her presentation to get everything in order. A New York Times best-selling series, her novels have also been adapted by HBO into the popular series True Blood. You may or may not know that the Sookie Stackhouse series is set in a fictional town here in North Louisiana. So everybody, let's give a warm Shreveport author welcome, Charlaine Harris.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine.
Is tomorrow going to be a big day or what?
Yeah.
We're all looking forward to that a lot. I didn't go to the premiere this year. They invited me, but I had other fish to fry. Amazing as that is. I'll be going to do a cameo on the show probably within the next 2 weeks. Instead of the day, and I'm not exactly right now. But we're trying to find a suitable place.
Fine.
And then maybe I'll just sit in the corner of the lawn with my head down. I may be asleep by then. Anyway, I guess you all have read Sookie books. And maybe some of my career work too. You know that a collection of the Sookie short stories will be out this fall. And also a new HarperCollins. And next year, if we can ever get it all together, there'll be a Sookie Companion, which will be a compendium of all things Sookie Stackhouse. It'll have character biographies. It'll have a map that Paula and I are drawing up. And we're having way too much fun doing that. It'll have synopsis of all the books. It will have, excuse me, this wasn't my idea, recipes. So it's just going to have a little bit of everything, and I hope you all find it a lot of fun. Now, I am here to answer your questions today about what I do. You know, I've been writing for a very long time, and the writing world has changed incredibly since I began writing and being published, which was 26 years ago. I'm kind of a dinosaur in the publishing world. Not only have I been published for a long time, though not real lucratively, I still have the same agent I started out with, so that's kind of a record too. Now, I understand that I'm going to be getting questions that I will sort through. Is that? Okay. Not quite yet. Maybe I should talk a little more. I don't live a very glamorous life. I get up in the morning and feed the goose and let the dogs out, and about 8:30 I go to work over in the office, and I just work like anybody else. In the afternoons, Paula comes over and we have a little gossip session, and then Paula works and I work, and sometimes we work together. It's been great having an assistant. I can't tell you how wonderful it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. When did you know the Stackhouse stories would be big? Or did you just write it as your baby? Well, I wrote the first Sookie Stackhouse on spec. I didn't have a contract for it, and my agent did not think much of Dead Until Dark. It got turned down more than any other book I've ever written, and it took my agent 2 years to sell it. Wow. 16th printing now, so I feel a little justified in my opinion, and it actually won the Anthony for Best Mystery, which surprised me. And when I went up to accept the award, I just thought, you know, I can take the high road, or I can take the low road. Because there are at least 6 editors in here who turn that book down. But I thought, nah, I'll take the high road. It was a strain, though. It really has surprised me that the Sookie books have been so successful. I'm really delighted, and don't ask me what about them has fascinated people so much, because if I knew, I would have done it 20 years ago. Am I happy with Anna Paquin playing Sookie, or did I have someone else in mind? I didn't have anyone specific in mind, no. I always thought Reese Witherspoon would have done a great job as Sookie, but Anna really wanted the role. She was willing to try out for it, which an actress of her stature often is not willing to do, and I think she's doing a fantastic job. I love the way she looks in the eye. When am I going to get a Facebook and Twitter account? I do have a Facebook page. I'm really bad about visiting it because I just have a lot else to do. You know, I'm sorry. I visit my website every day, and I answer questions on my website. And then, you know, sometimes I've just got to work. I'd love to be in constant communication with everyone, but that just cuts into my work time too much. And Twitter, you know, I don't really want everyone to know when I'm thinking about buying a towel. I just don't see that as valuable information. How did I come up with the idea of the Sookie Stackhouse novels? Well, I'll tell you, when I was about to turn 50, I looked at my career and I was not content with what I saw. I've been published for quite some time. I've been writing conventional mysteries. None of them had done as well as I had hoped they would. So I thought it would be better if I appealed to a broader readership than just the mystery people. So I thought, and also, you know, I confess, I had wanted to write a sex scene before I got too old to think about it. So I thought, well, if I'm going to throw in some sex and some mystery, why not throw in a vampire or two? And the supernatural had always interested me. So that's how the Sookie Stackhouse series was born. I didn't want to write from a vampire point of view. I wanted to write it from a human point of view because I thought that would keep the series anchored. And I didn't know that I would ever get to write more than one book. So I feel really very, very fortunate and grateful to have gotten to write 9 books in the series so far. Okay, let's see. Wow, this is a long one. Thank you. This one. How connected am I to the world? Oh, okay. How connected am I to True Blood is the essence of the question. In a way, a lot, because every now and then they use actual lines from the book. You know, and I'm like, I get really excited. In a way, not, because Alan has taken my initial premise and done a lot with it that looks great on television and has really attracted a very happy and widely growing viewership, which in turn boosts the sales of the book. So what can I say? I'm happy with the connection. I feel really good that I'm not one of the many writers I know who like to maintain control over their work, that it goes to the screen. The reason I felt willing to relinquish it was because I had Alan Ball. I have read a screen treatment for a movie of the Sookie books, and I can only say if it hadn't been made from my books, I probably would have enjoyed it. But it was not in any way representational of the spirit of the books. So I felt very fortunate that Alan was interested and that I was able to make a choice rather than just